Okay, so hi, I am Justin / the Typer. I'm here with DJ Dukes and
Hello.
Michael.
Hello.
We've got Kaelyn.
Kaelyn. Sorry, everyone gets it wrong.
We got Kaelyn on controls.
Start that shit over. No.
We got Kaelyn on controls, and we got Stro.
And Meowth, that's right.
Yeah, Stro's here. We're just gonna do like 30 minutes with Kaelyn playing the Stanley Parable, this hilarious game. Before we jump in, quick explanation. Stanley Parable is a game that came out last year. It was a mod in the Half-Life 2 engine. It's a really interesting game about narrative. And some people complained about the game not being emotionally moving enough. That it can be what this game's about. And so he's like, well, fuck you then. So he made this, a full game, and it's complete, and it's great. I love it very much. But let's just see, so you guys can see for 30 minutes what this game is.
So when you throw all the hate at it, he's going to be really sad.
Just begin the game.
So meta.
Alright. It is a very story-heavy game, so just pay attention to the dialogue and what's being said and stuff.
The end is never the end.
The end is never. The end is never. The end is never. The end is loading. And I've played maybe 4 or 5 hours of the game, and I'll be honest, I've never laughed so much. Hey, we turned on the achievements. There's an achievement for turning on achievements.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him.
This reminds me of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Right.
Kind of.
Push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright.
And here we go.
Yeah, here we go. So can we talk? Can I just talk really quick?
Speak, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, can I talk just really quick about how I find it fascinating that he says that they make the philosophical point of happiness right at the beginning.
Is butts and push.
They hit a really
right. WASD will be your arrows.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to change it, we can do that really quick.
No, that's fine.
all right. But yeah, I just wanted to point out like the whole philosophical idea that doing something that is considered soul-rending fulfills you, like though you were made for this job.
Yes.
It's interesting to think about.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I mean,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
How do I click on things or don't I?
You can click, if you can interact, it will let you. If you can't, it won't, basically.
No matter how
Either that
hard
or
Stanley
E.
looked, he couldn't find a trace.
I
of
think
his
you can shut that
co-workers.
computer off. Try that. Just try clicking on it. There you go.
Okay.
So you can click on anything that you
Alright.
interact with.
Okay, cool. So
So-
where's the meeting room? Hey guys. No?
I think it's just done. There's an achievement for clicking on a certain door like 600,000 times. I'm not kidding. And well.
But yeah, it's just to me, it's fascinating that they make that point that there's the idea of happiness is
Yes.
not solely defined
That is-
by one societal that one societal norm. Happiness comes from a lot of different places.
This game's a lot about that, and so it can be about that.
Well, I'm gonna look at it from that
The
lens.
person who made this game said the Stanley Parable is about everything. The Stanley Parable is about nothing. The Stanley Parable is about mundaneness. The Stanley Parable is about things that are exciting. He he has no way to describe
Yeah,
it.
I think part of what this game wants to happen is that
Stanley
you
came
can
to a
look
set
at
of
things
two
from other
open
angles.
doors.
Like,
He
I,
opened the door.
I,
So you
I
got-
see the opening of this game.
Nope, I ain't doing it.
This is the most important moment in the game.
This
Two
was
doors.
not the correct way
You get
to
to choose
meeting
which door.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Employee lounge, eh? Okay.
And the way I see it is that he's completely fulfilled because he doesn't understand what it means to be fulfilled.
Yes.
That's one way to look at it.
Yes.
But maybe he does.
Yeah.
Maybe
and that's-
even though
and that's
his
sort of
entire
the-
life he has been fulfilled.
What happens if you change your mind and go back and go through the left way?
Can you?
I don't know.
Then turn around.
She has.
Door's closed.
But can you click on it?
No. Oh, the point of no return.
The question here becomes: do you actually have a choice in which door you choose?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
There's a lot of choice in this game. I'll let you know this. Most of these doors don't open. If there's an opportunity to open a door, it normally presents itself. In 99.99% of the cases, there's one or two doors in the game that will let you open them. Specific
Yes,
doors.
truly a
You will
room
know.
worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
That was great timing. What, 25? Very, very 2010.
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room
I
so
love
utterly
it.
kept.
Another thing games like to do today is they
Co-workers
kind
had
of beat you over the
mysteriously
head with what you're
vanished.
supposed to be doing.
Here you sit looking at
And this game is
chairs
just kind of
and
passive
paintings.
aggressive
It
about
beats
it.
you. It beats you over the head about what's happening.
Back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You got two doors again. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Meow.
No. All right.
I don't listen to rules.
All right. So
Stanley
get
was
the
so bad at
warehouse.
following directions.
Jesus, GLaDOS' older brother has
Oh,
arrived.
So at this point, the game is making fun of you.
Yes.
Right.
Well.
Good.
Doing it in an incredibly
Well, yeah.
good way.
Read that caution sign. Turn around. I want to see what that says. Right there.
Caution, do
Do
not
not
lie.
lie.
If you're riding light now, stop.
I'll do my best.
All right. So what do you want to do?
I don't know.
So you can do a couple things. There's a lot of options here. You can't open those doors, but you can take that catwalk thing. That
This
yellow
yellow
platform.
thing?
Yes. The color's kind
Okay.
of guiding you.
Well, I'm not going to follow the rules since today's a pretty unusual day anyway.
So what do you want to do?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your
There's a
trust in
catwalk
someone
there,
else can
and-
be difficult.
or you can just
but
take
the
this thing
fact
where it
is
takes
that the
you.
story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now,
That's a
I'm
very
not asking
interesting
for
line.
me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your
That door,
chance to
yeah.
redeem yourself.
Going through there.
To put your work aside.
That does not
To
open.
let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
In there.
Okay.
Do you want to pick it up?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to
There's,
do
there's
this. To
other
reach
options
out
in
to
this room.
her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I've never not picked up the phone, but I've done other things to like stop it from ringing.
Really?
I've never just sat here. I've never tried that. What's amazing is it's kind of fun just to discover everything that this guy thinks
Yeah.
of. Like every nuance and possibility that the
Yeah, because
creative
they're the obvious options.
This is one guy making this game, and I'm pretty sure he's thought of everything.
Because you have the obvious options, and then you have sort of the stranger.
I've had
Right.
I've had scenarios where I said this game is not gonna do anything else from here. I actually have to start the game over.
I'm just going to walk around it.
Okay. Wait.
Maybe what if I pace? Will it tell me to
There's a
stop
cord.
pacing?
He might.
Because I remember there's an achievement in Portal
Uh-huh.
where after she tries to kill you, she tells you to assume the
The position.
yeah, to assume the party submission position.
Yes.
And if you crouch long enough,
You'll
you
get
will
it?
get an achievement that says the party submission position or something.
Can you walk out the door? I never tried leaving. Nope. All right.
No, you can't.
Doesn't look like it.
Try unplugging the phone.
Give that a shot. That is a thing you can do. I'll tell you that. You can unplug the phone.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed
Wait,
him,
what?
filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug? No, that wasn't actually a choice. How did you do that?
How did you do that?
You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
That is a beautiful...
Choice.
That is a beautiful way to break
Being
the
a
fourth
real
wall.
person, but if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice.
Does he?
He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations.
Wow.
Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house.
Wow.
Which choice would you make?
That is
Remember
what-
that
I'm pretty
unlike
sure
here,
that's-
the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Was that anything
Practice.
like pop drop?
No, practice.
Oh, we're supposed to practice.
Practice
Oh, shit.
with somebody else.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Is
wow.
it
We're actually
4:30?
supposed
Excellent.
to practice.
Making
Excellent.
choices on a regular basis is the key to a healthy decision-making process.
By the way,
Most medical
listeners,
professionals
we
recommend
suck
making
at
at least
doing
8
this
choices
fast.
per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world,
Stop.
just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Yes.
Oh.
Wow.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making,
Where's all
we
this
can
light coming
revisit
from?
a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the
It's like
correct
old
thing to
school
do would have
video game
been.
light.
This way,
It
please.
doesn't work the way it's supposed to.
It's a projector.
Oh, this way, please. All right. So.
This way. Yeah.
Gotta
you,
go this
You
way.
can't not go that way.
Oh, okay. Damn.
This is the
Normally it's a binary thing, but the binary possibilities create just a lot of results. Like, yeah, that door never opens from what I see.
Yes,
So-
two
But
of
if you
the-
notice, something changed here.
Oh
Ooh,
yeah,
there's a fence.
Because you're a real person, yeah.
Oh, it's gonna try and kill me.
No, go on. It knows, the game knows you're a real person now, so it has to
Lets you
adjust.
in.
It's trying to adjust because it knows you can make decisions.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
That is an option.
Imagine the main character
Count on it.
dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
much like college.
Wow.
Yeah, so
just kidding.
Speak.
you're gonna
Huh?
Speak.
you're gonna go
Go
back
back?
to you're gonna go back basically to those two doors because you now have a lesson on
Okay.
meaningful choices and what have you.
So I'm not going in there.
No, that door.
Oh,
doesn't
the
open.
original 2 doors.
Yes,
Oh,
the first
okay.
2 doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, PC Gamers review this.
Almost
Those-
there.
oh, yeah.
You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
I
PC
think
Gamer
you
had a-
have different plans.
They had a line about this game. They said the narrator is
All you
the
need
narrative
to do
in
is
video
behave
games
exactly
completely
as Stanley would.
personified. I thought
That
it was
means
like,
choosing
yeah,
responsibly
that's exactly
and
it.
always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
You ready?
All
What are you
right.
gonna do?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What are you gonna do? Which way? You can choose.
Nope.
No.
No, you're
Fuck
gonna do
that.
it. Ready?
Alright.
No!
What'd you do?
Why did you do that?
Oh no. It's
I broke it.
Go back.
Perhaps we're not too
You
late.
broke the game. Go back.
I broke it.
Now go back to the left. Go the right way because you obviously broke the game a little bit. Maybe you didn't break it too bad.
No!
Go, 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 go. There's nothing else you can do. Just keep going.
Did I do
You
it?
have to
Did
put
you
dead
break
ends
the
in certain
game?
places.
Yeah, you broke the game.
It's ruined.
You broke it. Everything is okay.
Talked about that my story. You've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone?
It was
Left
kind
here
of
like
funny.
so much garbage. It's worthless now. What am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever.
Who moved?
that
Please
way.
keep the targets
Is
on
it
the
better to
top.
shut the game down entirely?
Get Chris
to
out of the
willingly
broom
destroy
closet.
You can go in the broom closet. That's the one. door
Hire
you
someone to
can open.
synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire the paper guy. Hire somebody
No, I
to
have
fire
to.
the paper
I have to
synergizing
shut the
guy.
game down. I have to.
I have to shut the game down.
Not cost efficient to standardize graphs.
Oh, shutting the game down.
Oh no!
Oh.
Balls. Well,
I think we're dead.
this is pretty meta.
It's so meta.
Nice.
I love it.
Wouldn't play Portal 2 now.
It looks like it, but
I'm here.
it's more
I'm
dirt.
still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. I think
Definitely.
you were so clever.
Portal 2.
So Gladys.
My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the
Deal
ground.
with it.
Wow. Did you think that would be funny?
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley.
No.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. Understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
The narrator does
There's a
different things. He'll
world
throw
outside of
temper
you.
tantrums,
You're a child.
or other things will happen to him or the environment.
My story. If you'd just gone through
know,
the
it's
door on the
sad.
left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
What?
Just behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Ready?
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What do I want to do now,
There's
though?
other options sometimes.
I know, right?
And there's a lot of options. Trust me. Even taking the door on the left doesn't mean there's not other choices. You know, this is more than one thing that happens.
I know, right?
But
Like,
this
I'm
here,
slightly expecting him to be like, oh, there you go.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. These 2 doors are just. That's so amazing.
Whatever
That
combination.
the game tells you to do something, and they let you choose, and it's just 2 binary options, but it's a very big turning point for your experience, that initial experience.
You kind of feel bad taking the right door, but you also are really curious as to.
But
what
you
happens
really
in the right
want
door.
to.
Because
You feel
because-
bad, but...
because the normal story isn't as interesting as the messed up story.
Yeah.
The chaos is more interesting.
But how do
than
you know
what's
that?
planned. It's,
Unless
it's,
you
it's,
play
it's
all
natural
of it.
human nature
But that's
because
true.
like,
Yeah.
because when he tells you the story I worked on.
Yeah.
The story's finished.
Yep.
You don't feel a need to explore that story because
Yeah.
it's done. You'd rather look at the stuff that is new
Mhm.
and separate.
Alright, well then fuck it. Right door it is.
You can right door it. You could right door it, then left door it. There's more than one door. There was that catwalk that you cross over, and you could jump down into that, or you could commit suicide. I've done that. I'm not kidding.
Oh no, Stanley has perished. Choose.
It's pretty choosy.
It is pretty choosy.
It's open at this. You'll come back to this again. I'm pretty sure. There's lots of options.
Okay, I think.
See, I love it when
I
a
don't
game
know.
conflicts you this much. It's great.
Yeah.
We're gonna go this way.
Alrighty, alright.
Alright.
Alright. We're trying.
Alright.
We go to the employee
We've-
meeting room,
we've had
which
enough
hopefully
of
won't
the,
be as fucked
the
up this
lies.
time. There's a normal meeting room.
Ah.
There was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Oh, there's a
Stanley
projector.
decided to go up to
Tips
his
for not getting fired.
hoping he might find an answer.
Talk less.
Oh, I'll just be with
Resent
a
coworkers for not supporting you. Let it
Let it
ball
ball
up inside
inside
you.
of
Take
you.
it out passive aggressively.
There's pie.
Ooh.
Pie on a pie chart. That
Yep.
makes me happy on the inside.
Using slides to ensure every place everything is okay.
It's a blue graphic in the header. Throws
I
a
love it.
pebble on all the text.
Everyone is unique. You most of all. Bi-quarterly post-review review. We need less reviews. 402 and 405 want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule, but I think that's a stupid idea.
A lot of percent.
More water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic.
Find
Find teenagers to put in the teenage demographic. Big nets, some sort of child trap.
Wait, what's that say?
Throw something in the idea of a spin.
It's flames.
Uh,
Oh no, it's recycling.
no
okay.
more bins, trash cans, renaming of the ideas,
Okay.
firing of me.
Keep
Size
going.
of space between the teenagers. I want to see what's on this one. Success, nature, play
Look,
life, a boat, clear skin, spring break.
Great, so success.
Clear skin.
Clear skin.
Pollution.
Football.
Less air.
Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation of promotion or recognition.
Don't get fired. Thanks, bro.
What do people want? Things, money, more money, things, but with money to buy more things? Graphs about things and money. We have our new product.
What is hot? Profits. It's
Profits.
respelling the profits.
The
Stripes.
stock market is somewhere here, colored in segments. Stripes requires more secondary research.
Target demographic.
Teenagers.
Question mark. All right, go down there. Go down
Oh
all
my
the way.
god, this is the best.
This is awesome.
can just
Synergize
lose
core
yourself
value
in this-
expenditures,
this
shift global market
craziness.
paired, monetize to free to play. Yay!
That's good. I like free. Broom closet.
Room closet.
Broom closet. Oh, it's locked. Sometimes it doesn't open. It's not gonna open. If it opens, it opens. Oh, hey, look. Oh, okay.
Stairs.
Oh, that's a new choice.
Stanley walked
Sometimes you
upstairs
can
to
go
his
down.
boss's office.
Not always. Depends.
Here? No.
Nah, you'll know when you're in the office.
Okay.
See?
Oh,
Oh, it's fancy.
It's an office.
I see.
Hey, look.
Very, very fancy indeed.
Yep.
The secretary? Hello.
Nobody here.
Keep going.
Oh.
Yeah, up there.
Oh, Mr. Bossman portrait.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Inside his manager's
ridiculous.
office, Stanley was once again
okay,
stunned to
okay,
discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Yeah, you can't speak. You're a human. Duh. Wait. What's behind that dresser to the left? The bookcase.
Stanley spoke. Night Shark
Turn around.
115.
That bookshelf.
He
What's behind
spoke
it?
it
Is there anything
into the
there? Isn't that,
receiver,
like on the floor?
right there on the wall.
it's just tilted out, so I was like confused.
Yeah.
But yeah. This is an ending.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
So this is more an extended ending to the ending where you broke the game.
Oh, so it's going to say, oh, you broke it.
He restarted it, but it's still not going to work because you're human.
To bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
It's going to tell me to do it again. Oh, hello.
This is the ending of that sequence. And the game will restart after this again. And you can make a proper choice again.
Oh.
This is really
Stanley?
Stanley?
Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door.
Thank you for playing Stanley Parable.
Can you hear me? Is everything alright?
Story needs you.
The story
You can walk around, actually.
That was really fun.
Whatever choice you
And the thing is, the credits don't always roll. This is just an ending that has credits. There's a couple endings that have credits. Yeah, there's one ending that has credits that are just like one line, I think. Because really, I believe the game's made by technically one dude.
like all these.
It does use those songs though. Those three songs are in this game. Stanley characteristic and Stanley.
You listening to this, Stanley? Are you there? Okay. It's okay.
These names could very well be.
Time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
But yeah, the game's just this huge commentary between. It's a commentary and like literal representation of the relationship between narratives, developers making a narrative, and the player.
Yeah.
And how they want you to interact with it. Now the game is 100% restarting. So you can, because it was treated, see. Yeah.
And you can just
So now you can do something different. It's so cool, isn't it?
How wonderful. Stanley was alone.
Commentary's different though.
This is great.
Yeah.
One time, the game restarted,
This is
the
what
floor
I
was
wanted.
entirely covered in
I
papers.
got what I wanted.
Everywhere. I don't know why, it just
How hard
was.
Stanley looked.
I
couldn't
wonder
find a trace
if that's
of his
based on
co-workers.
the ending you just
Yes,
got, or
yes.
if it's just
I
random.
don't know if it's random, but I really do think it's based on the stuff you've done already. But I don't have proof of that. So I can't say. But yeah, most of it's the same. It's normally the same exact setup to the lead into the two doors. There might be some small environmental visual changes, yeah. Like I said, papers everywhere.
Oh, here are the
Stanley
doors.
came to a set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Yeah.
The boss. Guess what? The boss's office is different in the normal playthrough.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Why are you spoiling that?
It's not a spoiler.
It's kind of a spoiler.
No.
Yet
We
there
would
was not
find
a
out
single
that's true.
person here either.
Unless you
Feeling a wave
But then-
of
but then-
disbelief,
Oh,
Stanley
I didn't
decided
see
to
this
go
one.
up to his boss's office.
Do not
hoping he
alter
might
without
find an
consulting
answer there.
whiteboard manager.
Whiteboard manager. Wait, what's that?
Rest in peace, Franz. Meeting room.
Or Florida.
Floor 4XX. Meeting schedule.
We're broke Wednesdays.
What to do
Wait
about
a
432.
second. Meeting. This is.
Office party.
Oh, okay. That was confusing me for a second. The way this chart is set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
was
Monday,
like,
9
there's-
o'clock. Weekly
Yeah.
targets administrative meeting. Marketing Mondays. Termination Tuesdays. We're broke Wednesdays. Mergers. And then pranking floors meeting. Weekly review. What to do about 432.
Bird.
Boss's inspection. Don't tell 432 about the meeting. This This box is
Stanley
too small.
just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Just move on. Move on. See the new choices that you can make here. The detail is great, but there's choices. Can you open the broom closet?
I want to open the broom closet
Do it.
so bad. Yes!
Go in the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nope.
No, there really is nothing in the broom closet.
That's wonderful.
I want to click on something.
You can't.
What if I just
There
sat
was
here?
nothing here.
Then he
No
talks.
choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to
Can I still like
be
crouch
here.
and jump or?
I think you can crouch control, I think. Yep.
Yep, I'm just gonna sit here.
There's a little bit of crouching in the
It
game.
was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
Can you close the door?
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Whoa.
Did you do that?
Yep.
Oh, you did? Okay. I was confused.
I like that. Sweet FA.
Still in the broom closet, standing around doing nothing. Whoa. Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Have you done this before? I've done the broom closet.
Yeah, you've done
I've done the broom closet.
You do realize there's no
It's
choice
sort of
of anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Unimportant things to narratives. Stuff that's just in a game.
Maybe
Because,
to
you know,
you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find it.
We might be getting
I
the
like
broom
the
closet
Cockney
ending.
accent.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Wow.
Then with drug money. Also Stanley
With drug money.
drugs and hookers.
It's like the game knows me.
It's rough.
I'm gonna make my own game.
Well, I've come to a
Blackjack and hookers.
Yeah. Bye.
You're dead.
You're dead.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
No.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Yes, let me just do that as I'm dead.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is
I'm nearby.
He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your
zero
species.
is a number.
Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct
another
another
human.
human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video games so that the irony and insightful...
That was a little pat on the back.
When you've done that, just step into the hallway. At this point, I went to the bathroom and came back, and still nothing was happening. So I'm assuming that's it on the broom closet stuff.
Second player. It's good to have you on board.
Get on board.
Guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Oh, look at the staircase.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yes.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well,
Bullshit.
this is new and interesting.
And it's like, it's funny because you can see like right
It
here
dares
that's
you. The game
separated.
dares you.
Dare I?
See, the really cool thing about this game is I want you to think of another game where you come to a blank stairwell, and
Oh
between
God.
going up or down feels like it matters to you.
What game is that?
Like there isn't one. That doesn't happen. Like it's like, all right, I'll go upstairs.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's
What
like,
do
all right, I'll
I
go downstairs.
do?
don't
What
care.
do I
If I go
do?
downstairs, maybe I'll find some stuff, but it probably doesn't matter. If I go upstairs, maybe I'll get to the rest of the game.
Or vice versa.
You never sit in a stairwell like this in a game.
Uh-huh.
You don't think about it.
You just
It's
go.
sterile.
You
It's
just
sterile. I'm gonna go up these fucking stairs, kill some more zombies, get to the fucking helicopter, then I'm gonna kill Paxton Fettle and fuck off.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, or I'm gonna fucking go down the stairwell and I don't know.
Can I peek?
Find a gun.
Find a better gun.
Most doors in this game close behind you. So if a door can close behind you, you likely cannot go back. So you probably can peek. I don't think anything's gonna collapse and stop you. But if there's a doorway and there's an open door, that's your point of no return. See, like that.
Oh, it's ominous down here. I don't like it.
Okay.
Nope.
Going up?
Nope.
Ooh, nice.
No, light happiness.
Yeah, nice.
Good.
Right.
Lost my fuzz.
Okay. What's down here?
Ooh.
That wasn't there.
Executive bathroom.
Oh yes.
That's not for you.
You get the shitty one.
I really hope
Fun
you
and
can go
good.
in there
See,
someday.
it's different, but not much. Like, it's just physically different. Just because.
You haven't messed up the game.
Can I jump out this window?
No. It's not that
Oh.
Stepping
See?
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
But the
Shocked,
narration is
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it
This
an
time it'll
extra secret PIN number, 2845.
well, it's right.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Go to your left.
See that thing on the wall?
That number 2845.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh.
Hello.
This seems to
Hello,
not be
ladies.
game breaking.
Oh, hi.
It's Left 4 Dead.
It uses.
Oh my god.
It's source
Isn't it
engine.
though?
It's source
Isn't
engine
it?
material. So yeah, you can take stuff from it.
There's
Sounds
a
and stuff.
scary elevator that goes into the basement.
So you go
This
down
is what I
anyway.
wanted to avoid to begin
Do
with.
it. Just do it.
Oh.
I don't think you can do anything else. I think.
This is what I was hoping to avoid.
It's fine. Loading.
Loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
No, I
It
don't
was
like
a
this.
stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he
Boss is a
feel this
creepy
now,
elevator.
when thinking
Even
about
though
it,
this
it
is a
had never
story
occurred to him.
about questioning
This
authority,
question would not go
when you
unanswered for
question the
long.
authority of the narrator, he gets mad at you.
Yeah. Because
No, I'm just gonna
developers
stay
and
here. I'm
writers
just gonna
kinda
rock
want
back
you to
and forth.
Follow the narrative.
Yeah.
No,
They
I
have
don't like this
they
basement.
put
Gotta
time
go.
and investment into the narrative,
I
so
know.
shouldn't the players work with it? But why would
I
they?
don't wanna.
Shouldn't they want to do other things too? They have their own motivations. It's a giant relationship.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Well,
Well,
wow.
Yeah.
let me go back.
Or you can go back.
I want to go back. I don't want to do this no more.
Nope.
That's a down button.
Down only button.
Well, it send me to hell, so I don't have to play this game anymore.
You could try left.
Escape.
Escape.
Escape. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall,
I love that.
Keep going. Keep going.
Fine.
I
I don't
love
care.
that.
He's lying.
It's
This
great.
is a game. I don't give a shit about
the door
Stanley,
behind him was
really.
not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
That is true, but
Yeah.
I ain't doing that.
Well, fuck you,
At this
babe.
point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah, whatever.
Whoa, that is ominous.
Is it a fire pit?
It's a drop into something.
Okay. Whee! fun.
It's a lot of fun.
What?
Ooh.
Well, I mean, he wasn't joking.
Ooh,
As the
I'm in
machine
a...
whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence
You can't go out of
whatsoever.
this now.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Huh? What? Yes. Something else.
Fuck you, game.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep walking.